Hello, everyone. There is a beautiful saying or greeting that we use in the Brahma Kumaris, and it is Om Shanti. And even now that I'm saying it, I am reminding myself, Om means I am a spiritual being, a non-physical, invisible being of consciousness, a soul. And Shanti means peace. I am a peaceful soul. And not as an affirmation or as a nice intellectual statement, but it is describing the real self, a spiritual being innately peaceful in nature. And you could say now, if that is our true nature, why we even have to be reminded? And why is it that we most of the time don't experience peace? And why is it that we definitely don't experience peace when we are dealing with difficult people, difficult situations, or people who are demanding or shouting or not liking us or expecting things from us? Or maybe it is we are thinking those things of them, and they might be thinking something completely different. But it is the projection of what I think they are thinking about me that makes me peaceless. Anyway, these are all psychological games going on, and we can make our life and our life experience extremely difficult if we fall prey to these games. People are how they are and what they are. And if they change, it is their choice or their life circumstances that force them to change. But they don't change because I want them to change or I want them to be different. And when I feel that someone is difficult, it is better, instead of pointing the finger that way, to look at myself. What is going on in my own mind? What is going on in my inner world? And why am I having these feelings? Why is there this discomfort? And what is this situation actually trying to signal me? Because many times it is our fear and our insecurity that makes us peaceless, that makes us flustered, that makes us stressed out. And my boss or my friend or my partner or whoever it is, they may be bossy, they may be unfair, they may be demanding. But why should I let go of my own peace? That means there are some desires within me that I'm scared they will not be fulfilled. A desire to be liked, or a desire to be successful, or to be seen as successful. And so maybe I need to kind of go back to what is my definition truly of success? And is my definition of success meaning I have a high position or a high status and a lot of money and a lot of, admiration from others? Or is success when I am free from desires, free from expectation, and inner contentment, and an emotional freedom and an emotional independence that I can remain peaceful. Even if someone gets annoyed with me, even if someone screams and yells or demands certain things, to keep a mind, to keep the mind in peace. Now, there is this saying, to be able to smile in the face of disaster is the sign of a powerful mind. Now, that doesn't mean that we smile when others are suffering, but it means to hold that inner stability and to be able to see clearly what to do and what not to do. But to have that stability, that peace, regardless of how difficult someone may be, I need a bigger picture. And I need a stable, solid sense of self and self-respect, which is not based on anything temporary, not based on anything perishable. And therefore, we have to come back to spirituality. We are imperishable spiritual beings. Imperishable. Just try and grasp what this means. Imperishable. We need nothing to exist. Body needs food and whatever, so you give it. But even if body is not there, we continue to exist forever. Timeless, divine, spiritual beings, souls, eternal beings of light. And when we begin to sense this timelessness and this imperishable nature, there comes a certain calm, a certain peace. And then we play this game of human life. So we adopt a human body and we interact with others. But we have to be careful not to come into bondage, into emotional dependencies and expectations, and into some limited definition of success. Real success is you stay emotionally free. Play the game involved, but free. Not in a needy mode, not subservient. And then someone may be difficult in the sense they may be demanding or wanting so many things, but you don't deeper inside. That solid sense of security makes you free to say, this is realistic and this is not. I will do the best, but why to be pushing? And many times when we say difficult people, it is either our inner fear or insecurity about what they may say or what they may think or what I think I may lose if I don't please them. All these complicated things. But we need to do first things first. To remain peaceful in provocative situations, we have to be peaceful also in situations that are not necessarily provocative. And this is why this spiritual practice is useful. Regular practice, reminding yourself of your own higher nature. We have come into this ego and this false sense of self, and we started to believe that life and identity and happiness and success is dependent on others or on achieving certain things. You are already a beautiful being. Just reminding yourself that and remembering and living in that awareness, that is success. And then you play the game. But win or lose, you remain that beautiful spiritual being with innate divine potential. So don't let the game make you scared. You know, just like when a sportsman, say a baseball player, the ball comes. If the baseball player is scared of the ball, will he play well? He just had to hit the ball. And if he's scared of a ball with a special effect, he will be incompetent. He can't hit the ball. It is the duty of the ball to come, and it is the duty of the baseball, of the batsman to hit. Yeah? And a good pitcher, he throws all kinds of balls, but a good batsman uses his bat. And life is like that. And we are like spiritual athletes. More difficult the situation, more you need to be skilled. Use your bat, your mind, and your intellect especially to deal with that situation. See the game, the spirit of the game behind. Hold your peace. You can't lose anything, truly. From a spiritual perspective, you can't lose anything because nothing was truly yours in the first place. Even this body, you have it on loan. So to come in that spiritual mindset, that spiritual perspective, then there can be peace, regardless of the situation, regardless of how people behave, difficult situations, difficult people. If there is this awareness of Om Shanti, I'm a spiritual being, timeless, living light. But we need to practice this. Practice this. This has to become our awareness. Sink it in. And that will take it's like a resetting of a shift of consciousness, shift in thinking to come out of this victim mindset back into master of the self. Your sense of who you are has to shift from I am this mortal human with limitations and I need. Or I'm a spiritual being playing this game and body is a tool. And we play the game with as much skills as we can develop, but ultimately we remain souls, even when the game finishes. So holding that bigger picture, that big perspective, and experiencing the eternity of the soul, that is the foundation for peace, even dealing with difficult people. So let's come back to this basic practice right now, right here. Remind yourself. And if it helps, hold that image also in your mind of a tiny spark of serene, divine, living light with a certain conviction that this is the real self, the soul, timeless living light, one who is visiting this body, visiting this physical world, one who belongs to that dimension beyond, one who belongs to God, the ocean of peace, the ocean of wisdom. So let us try and hold this awareness, and let us try to hold this peace and this clarity for a few minutes. Let this sink in. Grasp this. Om Shanti. Whatever happens, whoever you deal with, if I get peaceless or restless, it is because the ego within me is under pressure. And so drop the ego, drop the expectations, drop the desires, and then you will have no buttons to be pushed. Thank you.